backbone of the Separatist force, the B1 battle droids are a plentiful and mostly cheap core unit that makes up its poor accuracy by outnumbering your opponent. In this video, we'll be covering all aspects of the B1s, from painting, rules breakdown, upgrades, and for the first time ever, we'll be covering a little bit of the 2024 World's Finals of Legion. It has a little bit to do with the B1s. Okay, so obviously before we can paint it, you got to put all the models together. This is pretty tedious. Just make sure you have the chests on the right way. I got a couple on the wrong way, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, once that's done, then go ahead and prime your model. I use spray can prime. This one I actually used bone color, but yeah. So we have all our B1 battle droids now primed. I primed them all in a bone color, but you can pretty much do bone, white, whatever you want to do, as long as it's more of a lighter color. If you have an airbrush, you might want to prime them black and then maybe hit them with like a nice white zenithal, we call it in the business. But from this first step, I am just going to test out and see which of these shades kind of come up better, whether it be Agrax Earth Shade or Reichland Flesh Shade. So now they are all painted and currently drying. So once they are a little bit more dry, we're going to go ahead and using Black Templar contrast paint, we're going to go and paint all the guns and weapons that they have. So including rocket launchers and yeah, pretty much just all that. So now that's done, we're going to bring up some of the coloring on all the droids once again, using some Ushbuddy bone, my bad. Just because, as you can see, it kind of pulls in strange places. So yeah, only 2 more steps to go, and then you're going to have 2 full units of B1s to use. Next, we're going to be adding some yellow paint onto our 2 leader units, using just 2 different shades of yellow. So normally they have yellow on the top of their head in that little half oval shape there. They also have a yellow circle on their chest. So let's go ahead and paint that one on to kind of make them differentiate a little bit more than the other ones. Next, we're going to be doing their bases, and we'll be giving them the grassy green plains of Naboo, just like my older models. Also, just have a look at the at that newer model compared to the older model. Like, damn. Anyway, so yeah, we're just going to be hitting it all with a light green to start before we glue on some grass. Now we've only got 2 steps left. Now they have nice green bases. Before we add the grass, we are actually going to paint the rim of the base black for every single one of these. That way I don't want to get any black paint on any of the grass that we stick down. So let's go ahead and do that now. If you're not too interested in grass in general, this is pretty much your last step. Well, you're already done pretty much is what I'm trying to say. But for our last step, we're going to be adding just some hobby grass by spreading some glue around the base, just dunking it in the grass, bringing it out, and it normally gives us this look. So it normally comes up quite well. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing now. And then we're all done with the B1s, our 2 B1 troops, I guess you could say. Troop of droids, I don't know what you call them, but anyway. And presto, here we have both groups of droids all painted up from the core box. So they were not too hard to paint. I think you could probably go ahead and do a little bit more in terms of detailing and stuff like that. But for the sheer amount of the guys that you need to kind of paint for your troop, I think personally this is exactly how much time you should be putting in. So yeah, now of course, as with all of our other videos, we have painted these guys, assembled them, and they're ready for action. But how do we actually play them? So that's going to be our next question as you move on to breaking down their... It's a little bit of white paint there. Maybe I missed that little bit. Anyway, don't look too close. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and break down all the B1s now. And we'll see how they run, how they play, and some good upgrades, as well as everything on their unit card. Let's go check it out now. Let's break down the command card. B1s are a 38-point unit with 3 upgrade slots: heavy weapon, a personnel, and a comms upgrade. B1s can also bring 2 other upgrade cards that we'll cover a little bit later on as well. With 6 models in the unit, droid troopers have a white defense die, 1 health, and 1 suppression. Something to note will be that the droid troopers cannot be suppressed, but they can still be panicked. They also do not improve their cover while they have 1 or more suppression tokens. Droid troopers are to be treated like vehicles when it comes to ion tokens as well. If the unit has any ion tokens on it, it loses an activation per ion token, and at the end of the activation, it removes all of its ion tokens. Now, B1 battle droids have no inbuilt surge usage and only has 2 options for weapons, which is pretty standard. Bludgeon is their melee ability that uses a white attack dice, and for range, they have the E5 blaster rifle, a 1 to 3 range attack that uses 1 white die. B1s have 2 keywords. AI attack means that if you don't have a face-up order token, you must perform a attack as your first action if possible. If your unit can't perform an attack as its first action, it is free to perform other actions as normal. Coordinate Droid Trooper allows you to issue an order to a friendly range 1 Droid Trooper unit after being issued an order token. Great way to daisy chain your whole droid force and dish out a ton of order tokens. Let's talk upgrades. The core box and standalone B1s both have the same upgrades for the heavy weapon, the E5C Trooper and the E60R Trooper. The E60R B1 Troopers are the guys holding the big rocket launchers. With a reduced point cost 18, these guys wield a 2 to 4 range weapon that uses 2 black and 1 red attack dice. They change 2 hit to critical results when facing armored units using their Impact 2 keyword, and unfortunately, once you use this attack in your pool, it gets exhausted. Now you need to use a recovery action to bring it back online for your next attack pool. The E60R B1 Trooper is great for bringing down your enemy's armor units. In the core set, that means maybe give one of you guys one of these upgrades to take out your enemy's Bark Speeder. Now in general use, so I believe that the E5C Troopers are just to be taken really. Now that there's 16 points, these guys boast 3 black attack dice at 1 to 3 range. And that's about it. A good solid upgrade that's there every time you need it. No refreshing required. Now for personnel, like the 3 other core trooper units we've covered, you only have one option. For the B1s, it's simply another B1 trooper. He's now 4 points though. Nice. Now let's talk about our last upgrade slot, comms. The base set comes with HQ uplink and long range comlink. HQ uplink is an exhaustible upgrade that allows you to order yourself an order at the cost of 10 points. Long range comlink allows your unit to receive orders regardless of range for 5 points. The B1 standalone unit kit comes with comms relay. The comms relay allows your unit to pass their command token to another unit at range 1 to 2. The unit that uses comms relay now can't be given an order. This costs 5 points. Although the HQ uplink is the most popular choice, I personally go with the long range comlink. With the coordinate trooper keyword baked in, you can get a lot of extra utility with this upgrade, and it's only 5 points. B1s also have the ability to use 2 more upgrades. Now both of these upgrades are actually tech upgrades and allow you to perform alternate actions during your action phase. We have the electro binoculars and the portable scanner. Electro binoculars are 8 points, and using the spotter 1 keyword, you can use one of your actions to give out an aim token to another friendly unit at range 1 to 2. Portable scanner is a 6-point upgrade card that grants take cover 1, meaning that using an action, you can hand a dodge token to a friendly unit at range 1 to 2. These are nice little upgrades that I would recommend adding if you have leftover points in your list to help out with the lack of surge utility and reliance on white dice. The 2024 World's Legion Championship happened last March, and the B1s popped up in 3 of the 4 top army lists. Unfortunately, not getting that top spot. However, now in terms of upgrades, the units only had used the E5S Trooper and the PK series worker droid. In sixth place, Trent Hale included a HQ uplink on one of his 5 Battle Droid units. Now, just for clarity, these are top 1% Legion competitive players, and they were using the experimental Battle Droids Battle Force rules, which allows different command cards than what you'd be normally using in your core box. The E5S B1 Trooper is a sniper unit that you can grab in the B1 Battle Droid upgrade box, and the PK series worker droid is obtainable in the Separatist Specialist box. Legion is a list building army game, and the B1s can be used to fit many different roles in your army. In terms of filling out activations or pretty much anything you need, you can use as many or little upgrades as you want or need. I wanted to bring this up as in my what faction should you pick Legion video. Most people thought I was shortchanging the Separatists. At least you can rest easy knowing that your B1s are future proofed and could be used in order for some high level competitive play if you choose to do so down the line. Now, if you made it this far, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. With the conclusion of this video, we've covered all 4 core trooper units that come in the starter sets. Now, next for Star Wars Legion content, we'll be looking at the 4 support units that also come in these starter sets. So you want to subscribe, you don't want to miss on these videos. Now, I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.